Here we go again. Sorry about the state of the office. It's a work in progress. I'll get it done, I promise.
I'll make them. Try to anyway.
Not gonna happen. Okay, so this is actually a pretty great. I have to have notes because these names are fucking strange. One of the first movies that I reviewed on this on my website prior to when I did videos was Dead Snow. I'd read about it. I tore the world apart looking for it, and I watched it, and it was all in all, it was decent. It came out in 2009, and it was these two guys. All right, first of all, it was directed by Tommy Wirkola, and it was written by Tommy Wirkola and Stig Frode Henriksen. I'm not making fun of the name. I just know that I'm fucking saying it wrong, you know. So anyway, it had, it had some great stuff in it. You can just go back. It's like on like the first page, I think. Well, they released a sequel, and it was called Dead Snow 2, Red versus Dead, which I didn't even like. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Right, because you hadn't seen the trailer for it, did you?
Right. I just saw it on Netflix, and I was like, word, let's do this. I don't like watching trailers for movies that I really like dug, because I'm afraid that it's gonna like fuck it up for me, and I'd be like, oh, it's gonna be awesome, and then I watch it, and I'm like, fuck you.
No, actually, you would not be disappointed with this movie trailer.
Because what's that fucking Dracula Rising, whatever? What's the one that just came out
Untold?
recently? Dracula Untold.
Yeah.
Just watch the fucking trailer. That's all you need. I fucking hated that thing so much. So I'll review that. What we got to review it. I'm not watching it again, but have you seen it?
You have to. I haven't seen it.
Oh, fuck you. All right. I'll get like combatively drunk and yell at the TV.
Excellent.
Right. So again, this time around, 5 years later, 2014, same director. They added Vigar Hoel as another writer, but it's actually the guy who played Martin in the first one. Now, Martin is like the only survivor. Like, you don't think he's a survivor at the end of the first one, because the zombie Captain Herzog shows up, because if he realizes he has a piece of gold in his pocket, and you're like, oh, well, he's fucking dead. Well, guess what? No, he's not.
No, this one picks up directly where that one left off.
Immediately. Orjan Gamst. I can't do it. Orjan Gamst reprises his role as Herzog, and Vegar Hoel reprises his role as Martin. I kind of, I knew, like, I don't want to say I saw a trailer, but I saw like some screenshots, and I saw that there was a dude wearing a Zombie Squad t-shirt, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah, dude, I was in that for a year. It's a Zombie Squad is like you can join it, you pay a fee, you have a membership. They're not like these super preppers that think that the world's going to end or whatever, but they do a lot of charity work. There's chapters everywhere, and it's actually, their website is zombiehunters.org. I didn't really have a lot of interaction with the guys, but it's pretty sweet. So they're actually like
tied into the story,
right? They're kind of showcased in this movie,
but it's not like the actual Zombie Squad guys. It's not even close. They just borrowed the name per se,
and the t-shirts.
They
had to have signed off.
Yeah,
you just couldn't do that.
Did you notice everything was spelled with a Z?
Of course it is.
No, like even in the movie. Like whenever they went to the hardware store, it says tools. It's TOOLZ.
I did not notice that.
Yes, it is.
Oh, fuck.
Watch it again. You'll notice.
You need to see my review of Zombie Wars. It's just some bullshit. So anyway, Martin is trying to escape, and Herzog's, if you watch the original, Martin has cut his fucking arm off because he was bitten. And of course you find out later that the bite's not what turns you, but he cut his fucking arm off. So anyway, he's driving away. Herzog's hanging in the car, and he does the classic, you're in my car. He scrapes him against the fucking rig. It cuts Herzog's arm off, and then he's driving down the road, and he starts to fall asleep, and he wrecks his car, and he wakes up in a hospital bed. And he's handcuffed because all of his friends are dead from the first one, including his girlfriend, who is
I want to hear you say this one.
You know, dude, I can actually say it, but it's like so fucked up. Her real name is Charlotte Frogner. It's like American as fuck and unfortunate. Frogner.
Right.
I don't know. I laughed the first time I read it. Now it's not. But anyway, so he wakes up and the doctor's like, "Hey, there's cops there," and they're like, "You're under investigation.
Like, we know what you did.
We know what you did.
We've seen it.
We found your friend.
You did it."
Right, exactly. The doctor's like, "Leave him alone." But hey, there's some good news. We were able to reattach your arm. And I had said, as soon as the car wrecked and the arm was laying there, I was like, "They're going to sew that fucking arm on him." Remember that?
Yeah.
I was like, when they were like, they pulled it back, and I was like, no, it sounds campy as fuck, but it's amazingly hilarious. I don't want to, this is one of those ones where I would love to just ruin the fuck out of it, but I don't want to ruin the movie. I will definitely ruin the fucking end, though, because I'm fucking...
Are you going to?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh, it's gonna fucking happen. But why don't you tell a little bit about how it did?
Oh.
Because it's tragically abysmal how it did.
Oh, man.
It
was so amazing. What, you want me to spill the ending?
No. Tell them how it did. Money-wise.
Money-wise. Okay. This thing keeps all the gore from the first one. There's no horror in it whatsoever. Like, there's no... Like... It seems like it seems like they were straight making this one for the Red versus Dead, which is why I asked you if you saw the trailer. You would have known. Like,
I didn't want to. I hate trailers.
The fight is the big build, but all the zombies, all the gore is still there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
They didn't do horror. They kept it gory comedy essentially. But this thing was made for 35 million Nordic krone.
Krone?
Yeah, krone. Krone, I believe, is what it is.
Okay.
But anyway, Norwegian money. U.S. that converts to $4.4 million.
That is so fucking low.
This thing opened in 25 theaters worldwide, and went straight to DVD, and only made $38,000 so far.
I mean, it's still relatively.
It's going to grow. I'm probably spoiling some stuff, but there's already talk of Dead Snow 3 that the writers aren't really done with. They haven't signed on anything. It's just like, it's like a. So are you gonna?
Dude, I'll fucking watch it.
Yeah,
I'll watch it. I don't give a fuck. I thought it was great.
But yeah, it's the gore is awesome. The storyline is hilarious.
It's a
the Nazis whenever they finally
so much more anorexic in the second one.
Whenever they finally get like the Nazis start, it gets to the point where they start bringing back the dead.
Yeah, Herzog can resurrect the dead and
with his arm.
But
I noticed, the arm that gets put back on.
Yeah.
Is hell, I can't remember the main character's name now.
Martin?
Yeah, it's his arm.
Can't be.
No, it is.
Is it really?
It's in the blue tracksuit. It's his. That's why it gets.
Okay.
That's why it's. I know they kind of allude
I thought he killed that dude in his fucking house and put it on. All right, whatever.
No, it's if you look, it's wrapped in the blue tracksuit, which the bite doesn't really help in the movie because Martin even says, we were bit, we didn't turn. But it's his arm that he puts back on, so the bite kind of transfusion, like
it helps Herzog have another zombie arm.
Right.
But so Herzog can resurrect zombies by putting his fucking fist on the ground.
Yeah, by thunder punching the ground.
Punching the earth in a cemetery. And Martin realizes he can do that too, using Herzog's arm, which is incredibly strong and has a mind of its own. He killed that child.
Right, but he learns that he can. It's his subconscious, which is why,
it's fucking bad.
He's like, bad. He wakes up and there's this ADD-ridden American kid in the room, and the kid's like, I snuck in here. I'm not supposed to be in here, but my mom got sick. She ate some bad fish. Go figure.
And he's like, I want to get a picture of the arm.
It's like, I want to get a picture of the arm, and that's how the zombie squad gets brought in. So,
Fucking fucks that child up.
but he talks the kid into giving him chocolate.
No. He talks the kid into freeing him by offering him chocolate.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I did say
Slow
that wrong.
down.
I know. ADD.
No
Sorry.
arriba. No on the way.
No.
Okay. Easy.
Okay. So,
Fucking just the bitch slap of doom.
he's like, we need to get away out of here. Grabs the kid and just arm just out the window.
Just
You know what?
fucks him up.
And then
All right, don't.
Okay, I'm
because
not.
The
But
next
anyway,
part of that is fucking
it is.
hilarious. And it reminds me of like Tucker and Dale versus Evil. When that girl falls in, she hits her head, and they're pulling her out, and like, oh, Dale's like giving her mouth to mouth. They're like, oh, he's eating her face, and then he said, "We got your friend," and it's like that happens to her, and it's horribly unfortunate.
So, but anyway, you find the arm is controlled by Martin's subconscious. Like anything he thinks the arm will do.
Right. He starts to. But there's like an epic battle, and he. What was her name? Frogbender? What the fuck was that girl's name? Fucking. Charlotte Frogner, who played Hannah in the first, reprises her role in this one. Because at the very, very end, Martin, grief-stricken, with his new and improved zombie arm.
Oh, and it needs to be pointed out too, since you're gonna do what you're about to do.
Gonna happen.
Whoever wakes up the dead are loyal to.
Yeah.
Like they are master, which is what the Russian guy, Derek Mears.
Yep.
He's in the movie.
Yeah. He's like the only name that I was like, oh, that guy.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the only one you'll ever know if you haven't seen the first one.
Right.
But that's what he says. That's his first line, and whenever he.
So he does say master.
Right.
Yes, so I couldn't make it out. I was like, what the fuck did he say?
It's gargled.
It's
but
like,
yes, it is. He says master. But yeah, whoever wakes up the dead, they are like a puppy dog, which there is a zombie that turns into not really turns into, but he just gets the dog shit used out of him.
They keep killing him, and Martin keeps bringing him back. He's like, you're my fucking meat shield.
Like for instance, they throw him. The car's stuck in snow. They need something for traction. They throw him under it. Get car out, roll over his face. As soon as the car's unstuck, they wake him up.
Yup, it's pretty bad. But anyway,
Martin
goes to where his
beloved is buried.
And he brings her back.
All hunky-dory.
Yeah, but she's all corpse.
And she's all crepit, and it's kind of like that anticipation of what she's going to do, because she's like all crepit and like looking at him and trying to figure out what's going on.
And then they kiss and fuck. It's horrible!
Yeah.
It's fucking horrible.
I was going to build up to it a little better, but yeah.
There's no build up to that. He fucked a corpse.
There's kissing, and then all of a sudden it's blood, like mucusy hand put on a foggy window, and it's hers, and there's cars rocking, moaning, and zombie moaning, and
I'm done.